Hello from Varma and wish you a very, very happy Onam. The Onam story, the popular Onam story, which we are told, is that there was an emperor called Bali who was so amazing that he was called Mahabali. And Mahabali was amazing and he knew he was amazing, because of which he started becoming very arrogant. Then Lord Vishnu, he wanted to destroy his arrogance, so he appeared as a small man, Vamana, and he asked him, "Can you help me?" Then Mahabali, because he was so arrogant, he said, "You ask me whatever you like, I can do anything." So then Mahavishnu, as this tiny man, he said, "Can you give me 3 steps of land where I can keep my feet?" He said, "Of course, what is there?" So then this tiny Vishnu grew and grew and grew and grew and grew and became gigantic. And he was so big that when he kept 1 step, it covered the entire world. Then he kept the 2nd step, it covered the entire sky. Then he says, there is no more space for me to keep my 3rd step. So by that time, Mahabali understood that this is no ordinary guy, this is Mahavishnu, and he offered his head. Hopefully not a bald head like mine. So he offered, let us imagine a handsome man with a full head of hair. So he offered his head and said, "Please keep your 3rd step here." Then in the story which we are told, Mahavishnu stomps him on his head and sends him down to hell, being Patala. While the actual story is much more nuanced and much more beautiful, which I learnt much later in life. So since we have social media now, I thought I'll share it with you. So in this story, which actually makes much more sense, Bali Chakravarti is amazing. Because he is amazing, he is called Mahabali. That part is true. And then because he is amazing and he knows he is amazing, slowly he starts developing an ego. So the problem with ego is that we have 2 kinds of enemies. One kind whom we can identify. This guy is my enemy, better take care. That is, then we are safe, at least we know that is an enemy. While ego is an undetected enemy growing within ourselves. So that is deadly because we don't even realize. Slowly it is growing like that. So Mahavishnu wants to protect his devotees, and he wanted to protect Mahabali from the dangers of his own ego. So then he takes this little man Vamana avatar, and he comes and asks for the 3 steps. He says yes, and then he grows. He keeps 1 step, then 2 steps, and then he asks for, where can I keep the 3rd step? So that part is true, but then he does not stomp on his head and send him down to hell or Patala. There it's a very, 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 very different story. So in the narrative it is said, he blesses him by destroying, by killing his arrogance. So the blessing is like anugraham. So anugraham, gives him anugraham by doing nigraham, of killing of his ego. And then he does not send him to Patala. According to our ancient Hindu belief, there are 14 worlds. So from, we are in the middle, the Bhulokam. So even in Western belief, we say somebody is in 7th heaven. So why? Not 1st heaven, 2nd heaven. So 7th heaven. So there are 7 worlds above us and 7 below. So we are in Bhuloka. The topmost Loka world is called Satya Loka. So Satya Loka, Tapa Loka, Jnana Loka, Mahar Loka, Swar Loka, Bhuvar Loka, and then Bhuloka, where we live. So then we start going down, down, down. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and finally Patala. So Patala is number 14 down. He is not stomped and sent to Patalam at all. He is escorted with full honors to Sutala Loka. So after Bhuloka, it is Atala, Vitala, Sutala, number 3 down. And he is appointed as the ruler of Sutala. Not only that, Mahavishnu himself stands outside as the guard. So that much of VIP status he is given. Because now that he doesn't have ego, even if he is made a ruler of another world, and even if Mahavishnu himself is standing outside as his guard, it's assured that he is never going to become arrogant again. So this is one part of the story. And why we celebrate Onam is that, according to legend, when Mahabali was ruling the kingdom, everything was perfect. People in Malayalam, we say Manushar ellarum onnu pole. All people were alike. There's no VIP culture. There's no politics, no religious differences, no social differences, no skin color differences, no racist, nothing. Everything was the same. People were all living in love, in harmony, and every day was a festival, every day was a celebration. People would sing and dance and make merry and be happy and eat very good food, wear nice clothes, because everybody was prosperous. And this was the situation when he was sent down. And Mahabali is a Chiranjeevi who does not die. He continues. So then he makes a request, because like any ideal ruler, which is something we have to imagine now, an ideal ruler always cares for his subjects. They are full of empathy. So he misses seeing his people. So he asks Lord Vishnu, at least once a year, can I come up and see my people? So Vishnu says, of course you can come. But then, if Mahabali comes up now and sees the reality of what is happening, even though he is a Chiranjeevi who's blessed or I don't know what, with eternal life, he might feel like killing himself probably, seeing so many things. So, when he comes up, we want to fool him by giving the illusion that everything is just as it was when he was the ruler. So everyone comes together, we all wear nice clothes, we sing, we dance, we eat nice food, and there are festivals, there is music. So then Mahabali comes up just for this one day and sees everything. Oh, okay, he feels happy that things are just the way things used to be when he was the ruler. So this is the story of Mahabali Chakravarti and Mahavishnu in the form of Vamana. And Mahabali is portrayed as this bumbling kind of comic figure with a big stomach. So he was not that at all. He was an able ruler. The guy making this video has a big stomach and does comedy also, but that is different. But Mahabali was this very Uttama Purusha. He was this amazing guy. So whether it actually happened or it's just a story is different, but the values contained in this are very, very precious, and we can apply to our own lives. And I wish you not only a very happy Onam, but for the rest of the year and for the rest of our lives also, if we can incorporate values like equality and sama rasa bhavam, we see everybody the same way, and live happily together and celebrate and sing and dance and eat nice food and all those things associated with Onam, the values associated with Onam. If we can incorporate into our own lives, it will be very, very nice. Happy Onam.